Hi Mark, this is Mark's Tech Vlogs on YouTube, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a installation video for the Ultion Nuki smart lock. Now, this is a partnership between the lock company Ultion and Nuki, who make a smart lock. They're based in Europe and Ultion are based in the UK. And basically this is one of about 3 smart locks you can get that work with multi-point locks, which are typically the kind of locks you find on most sort of UPVC doors in the UK. So these are the ones where you lift up the handle to lock it. And the majority of smart locks don't work with these, which is where this product comes in. This is also pretty much the only one that works out the box with Apple HomeKit. If you Google kind of multi-point smart locks, you probably end up with the Yale Connexus, which has been around a while, and they've also been promising HomeKit support for about 3 years. So that's probably never going to happen, or if it is going to happen, it's going to be a long way away. So this is basically one of the only ones that you can use with Apple HomeKit out of the box, which is great. So in a few weeks, I'm going to bring you guys a full review of this and kind of my experience, but this is going to be a video of how to fit it and how easy it is. In theory, it's about a 10-minute job. We'll see if it is actually that long. I'll of course speed up some of the videos so you don't have to watch me doing fiddly bits. But let's talk about what you get in the box as well. So this product comes really in 2 parts when you order it. So you get one box, and inside that box, firstly, you get a small box that contains a new cylinder lock, which will replace your existing cylinder. And you also get 3 keys of that and a new screw. Now this lock is a Ultion lock, which means it's super secure. And then you also get the bigger box, and the bigger box contains kind of 2 key parts really. So it firstly contains the new handle that goes on the inside of your door. Now this handle has been developed by Ultion to work with the Nuki smart lock. So the idea is that this helps the Nuki smart lock sit comfortably on your door. And you really need this if you've got a multi-point door, because the Nuki smart lock is wider than most kind of handles. So you need something like that to help it sit. And then the second thing you get in that box is the Nuki smart lock. Now this is the Nuki lock version 3, not the version 3 Pro. Now version 3 Pro does have Wi-Fi built in, this doesn't, so this is going to require Bluetooth to communicate with your home hub. You can also at the same time get the Nuki hub, which gives you access to use things like Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. Because I'm going to be using this with HomeKit and Siri around my house, I haven't done that. So I have literally just got the smart lock, because if you just want to use it with Apple's HomeKit, using something like your Apple TV or your HomePod as your home hub, you do not need an extra hub, which is nice, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit fed up of having extra hubs for every single smart home company I buy something from. So that's enough of me waffling on. Let's install it and see how easy it is to do. Okay, so I have watched the video that Nuki link with those QR codes on the instruction sheet, so I do know what I'm doing now, but that video is less than a minute, and this is really simple. Literally all you need is a screwdriver. So what we're going to start off with doing is we're going to start off by undoing the top and bottom handle screws. Now you're going to want to keep these screws to one side, because the lock does not come with new screws. Okay, so next thing you want to do, once those screws are out, is open your door. And they should have loosened, so you can see they've loosened enough for the handle to come off. So I'm going to want to keep the handle on there for now. So what I need to do next is I need to undo this middle screw. Now this is the one that holds in the lock, so we're going to undo that one and just pop that to one side. You won't actually need that again, but we're going to keep it anyway. So these cylinder locks have a little black catch just in there, which is what holds them in place. So you need to pop the key in, and you need to twist it slightly just to loosen that, and you should be able to, once you get that right, you should be able to just push it through. So these locks will come out either way, but I'm going to take mine out the front because mine's got a little bit of paint just on there, which means it won't actually slide the other way out. So that lock's out, so we can put that to one side. Okay, so next what you need is this lock, which is the new one. And again, you want to make sure this black bit is right in the middle like that. And you're going to put this in through your front door like so. And you want it so this bit with the kind of pointy bit in is facing the inside. So we're going to pop it in like that, and then once that's in, we just need to twist that to hold it in place. Okay, so the lock is now straight like that, which means it can't move. If I push it, you won't see, it won't move at all. So we need to put the screw that you got back in to here like this. So that screw will go in there like that, and you're going to need to screw that in. So this is the screw that came with the new cylinder, so we're going to screw that all the way in. Okay, so that means your lock is now nice and secure in. You can see a little bit on the outside, which is fine because your handle's going to go on there. At this point, I'm going to put the outside handle back on, so you can see that's nice and flush now. At this point, we grab a new Ultion handle like this, and you want to put it to the right orientation, so my door's going to open like that. And then you just pop this on, so you've got this bit here where the square bit is, which is where that bolt goes. Okay, so here's something a little bit extra that you may find. So my holes where my old handle were are actually smaller than this, which has got to go in there. So I need to make these a tiny bit bigger. So what I'm doing, and I've done this to the bottom one already, is I've just got an electric drill and a drill bit, and I'm just kind of going around the edges like that. So if you need to do that, that's my tip for how to do that. Okay, so now this is pushed in here. My outside handle is pushed back on as well. So what you need to do at this point is just put the screws back in. It's also worth saying that this is adjustable. So if your holes are slightly different, this does move up and down a little bit as well, just to try and cater for most doors. We've also got this thing back through here, which we need. So I'm going to put the screws back in up here and down here, because that's where the holes are. And we don't need to worry about that. And I'll show you what to do with that spare hole in a second, because that just depends on where the holes are on your door. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to line up these two holes and that hole there with this and these two. So we're just going to do that. Okay, so that's all lined up and on like that. And you just push that on like so. And that's literally all you need to do. Just push that on like that. Yeah, okay, so that's the lock all fitted. So what you can do now is you've got these couple of little caps that came in it. So we're going to grab those. Okay, and this cap covers this hole here. Okay, so now you got your little caps in, so it looks nice and tidy. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to remove this battery pack down here, and I'm going to switch you across to the app view, and we'll get this all set up. Okay, so when you first open it up, there's things to tick off like privacy policy, and you just click the setup a device and select the device you want to select. And then the smart lock, because you've opened that battery tag, talks you through the stages of setting up your smart lock. You obviously have to agree to data and privacy and all that normal stuff, and then you're asked to put in your name. Next, you hold down the button on the lock and it will connect to it via Bluetooth. That means your lock is all connected and you can name your smart lock. So I'm just going to call mine front door because that's where it is. Next, you need to grant the app kind of its initial permissions, so things like location access, and then you select some of the things for setup. So I've got a lift up handle, as you saw. So it just gives you a reminder that you need to lift up the handle if you want to lock it still, because it can't lift up the handle for you. And it says, can you open it from outside without a key? Which you can't, because mine has a little catch as well, so it needs to know that for the calibration. And then you're asked to set a security code as well, which I'm obviously not going to show you. And then it tells you what to do. So make sure your door is closed and unlocked. And it prompts you to make sure the handle is lifted up. And then the calibration process is basically the lock making a lot of noises and twisting things and trying to work out where the sensitive points are in order to get it all set up ready for you to use. And this takes as long as you are seeing on screen. So it is a really short process. Because as you can see, it is now done. So now you can just give it permission for notifications, give it some information about your smart lock and where it is. And then you've got some other options. So you can do things like activate like sensors if you got them and bridges, invite people to the app. I'm just setting up HomeKit because that's what I'm going to use it with most of the time. And in the box, you got some instructions that had the kind of typical HomeKit code and QR on. So what you need to do is you just need to scan that with your camera in order to set it up. So you select which home you're going to attach it to. You get a room. So my living room is where my front door is. So I'm ticking it into there. And then you scan in the QR code and it connects to the accessory in HomeKit. Again, you give it a Siri name for opening it, and that's it. It's all set up with HomeKit. Okay, so that is how you set up the Ultion Nuki smart lock. All in all, it took me about 20 minutes. It should take 10, but I spent an extra kind of 10 just making those holes a little bit bigger because that's what I needed to do. But hopefully that's helpful if you guys are trying to fit one as well. Now, it's worth mentioning at this point that if you do want to use it, you do need to lift the handle in order to lock it. The same goes when you go out. You can, of course, also set up things like automatically locking it when you leave with geolocation and stuff like that. And of course, you can still open it from the other side using a key, which is really useful. And then when you get home, if you want to lock it, you can lift up the handle and you can press that button, or you can control that from the app or using Siri as well. Of course, there are other voice assistants at work, but I'm only going to be using Siri with this because I haven't bought the bridge and Siri kind of runs my smart home. So there you go. I hope it's been a useful kind of tutorial. Subscribe to this channel and I'll bring you guys a full review in a few weeks when I've been using this, and I'll let you know how I get on and what it's like having a smart lock.